I am living in North Korea. This is a cry for help. Why on earth am I not icing this screen and keeping Jalen Williams to the sidelines and out of the lane? Well, there's no place for Hartenstein to roll to. Jaren Jackson is standing and waiting in backside help. Nope. So you're going to run drop coverage. So Desmond Bane's going to try and get over the screen early. So as he's coming uphill, Jalen Williams can just turn the corner downhill and get right into the paint. This is disgusting. I'm living in a jail cell. I do not have many years alive on this planet. I'm living in North Korea in a dictatorship. This is terrorism. Stagger screen. What in the world is Zach Edey doing? Get out to your man Isaiah Hartenstein and then John Morant. You're supposed to go under this first one and then over the second. But most importantly, Zach Edey's attached to Hartenstein with his arms extended so Lou Dort can't curl. Instead, John Morant's trying to go over this first screen. Zach Edey's standing aimlessly like an idiot, and this is a practice three. This is full-blown terrorism, and the fact I live in this world is disgusting. Okay, you're in your stupid brain-dead drop coverage. So could Zach Edey stop being an idiot and hanging out in the paint? Jaren Jackson's not going to have time to get out to Chet Holmgren. You've got to be over here because you're going to have to rotate over. And then John Morant would rotate this way, Desmond Bane this way, and Jaren Jackson would go to the corner. You have zero rotations here. I could have hit this three. This is disgusting. We live in North Korea. How is the FBI not investigating this? John Morant, you're switching the screen, should be up, level to Lou Dort, immediately ready to guard Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That doesn't happen. How about Desmond Bane? Could you stop guarding Jalen Williams beyond half court and get underneath the three-point line so you're in the gap? So John Morant switches like an idiot, and Desmond Bane, why am I not under here? So that when Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes this way, there's no place to go. I can stunt, I can recover. Disgusting. Adam Silver, this is North Korea, that these Grizzlies coaches are employed. North Korea. This is wing to wing. Why is this not an automatic switch with Santi Aldama switching on to Chet Holmgren? Automatic. There's nothing to think about. There's nothing to talk about. Instead, we got two people going. How do you botch that switch? I wish I was living in North Korea as opposed to the United States and watching this. What? Again, stop running drop coverage. Ice the screen and keep Jalen Williams to the sidelines. There's no place for Isaiah Hartenstein to go. Jaren Jackson's waiting right there. Nope. Let's run drop coverage. Let's give Jalen Williams the lane and create a glorified 2-on-1. I want to move to Pyongyang. Coaching, we live in North Korea. I would never bring a child into this world. Luke Kennard, your back needs to be to the baseline. As Aaron Wiggins comes up, you're just going to stay with him. But he's going to be in front of you, and your back is always to the baseline. So you're seeing ball and man. Your back's to the sideline. Easy backdoor cut. Here we go again. The fact that I am sitting at home living with my mother while these people make millions is why we're in North Korea. First of all, Desmond Bane, stop looking for a screen. Just guard the ball. Just guard the ball. If and when Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes off the screen, you'll guard it then. But Desmond Bane, look at, he's trying to cheat the screen and get up and over the top early. So as you're coming uphill, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's going to go downhill and blow by you. But again, what is Zach Edey doing? You've got to stay with Chet Holmgren. Luke Kennard does a great job coming in the gaps. That's the help, right? We can stunt, we can recover. Zach Edey can't just watch Chet Holmgren go to the top of the key and then go... What is Santi Aldama doing? This is so disgusting. How could anyone bring a kid into this world? You want to be in help on the ball, great, but we need to be up the line so that we can help but then recover. Why is Santi? You can't wait until Gilgeous-Alexander gets in the paint. How in the world are you getting back out now? Shot goes up. Now, I'm not going to blame the players because they play for brain-dead North Korean terrorists. Chet Holmgren got this rebound. Could everybody just get back, please? Marvin Bagley, Scottie Pippen Jr., Santi Aldama. Everybody just get back. Nope. Look at everybody just stands around, and now the Thunder have numbers. Here's Desmond Bane again. It's why the Grizzlies have no chance of ever winning a championship. But again, it's ownership. It's Adam Silver. Just guard the ball. When Isaiah Hartenstein sets the screen, you'll guard it then. Look at Desmond Bane leaning towards the screen early, so now you're going to get blown by the other way again. This is just terrorism. I really wish I was not alive. I really wish I wasn't. Why are you not icing this screen and keeping Shai Gilgeous-Alexander out of the lane? Keep him to the sidelines. There's no place for Hartenstein to go. Desmond Bane's in backside help. Look at this garbage. The FBI needs to investigate this. Criminal. This is criminal. You have criminals that should be in jail coaching NBA teams. Stop giving Jalen Williams open jumpers, ice the screen, keep him to the sidelines. No plays for Holmgren to roll. Edey's waiting right there. Nope, let's just watch Jalen Williams walk into the paint again. That could have been me. Scottie Pippen Jr., poorly coached, playing like an absolute moron. All you've got to do is just show your hands and slide your feet and don't gamble. Look at Santi Aldima's in the paint waiting to help you. Jaren Jackson Jr.'s all the way over on the block waiting to help you. Just slide your feet. That's it. Don't gamble. Nope, let's see what Scottie Pippen Jr. does. Gamble right there on the jab step, and now it's a jumper right in your eye. Scottie Pippen Jr., poorly coached, playing like an idiot. But we live in North Korea. He is playing for a criminal as a head coach. What? John Morant's coming down to help here. So all Scottie Pippen Jr. has to do is play on Gilgeous-Alexander's side and keep him coming to the middle of the floor, right where there's help. We don't need to bite on any jab steps, nothing. As long as Gilgeous-Alexander's going to the middle of the floor, we're fine, because Morant's coming down to help. So what in the world is Scottie Pippen Jr. doing biting on a jab step like that? I wish I was not born. I am sick to my stomach my parents had me, that I live in North Korea. Santi Aldama, this is a disaster of a matchup at half court guarding Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. So Jaren Jackson, there's got to be some help here. You need to get over and help and be in the gaps right here so that when Santi Aldama gets blown by, I'm over here. And don't gamble, just slide your feet. There should be help right here, right? Stunt, recover. Dribbles picked up, we're fine. But Jaren Jackson's going to be, look at Jaren Jackson, hugging the three-point line. Santi Aldama's going to end up getting cooked, but also gambling. And it's just... Everything's wrong here. But I live with my mom, and these Grizzlies coaches ruin society. Where's Zach Edey? Like, this is a handoff. You need to be up jamming Isaiah Hartenstein. And Scottie Pippen Jr. is supposed to go under the handoff and meet Jalen Williams on the other side. So like an idiot, but that's the Grizzlies, you go over the handoff so Jalen Williams is in the lane. But Jaren Jackson, you're going to be in the gap, so I want to be level to Alex Caruso so that I can stunt, but then I can recover. Instead, look at Jaren Jackson. You're on the block right now as Alex Caruso's on the wing. Grizzlies don't have a clue in transition, but this is a multi-billion-dollar franchise that's coached by 2-year-olds. We are living in a dictatorship. I wish I was not alive. Zach Edey, like, you don't get to choose who you guard in transition. You're going to have to take Case and Wallace. You get cross-matched all the time. That's who you have to stay with. That's who you have to guard. So why is Zach Edey on this pass right here? Stay with Case and Wallace. Why do you think it's okay for you to just chill in the paint? Pfft, pump and go. Unbelievable. Why am I alive? Why? Luke Kennard. Underneath the three-point line. There's no way Alex Caruso can split through this gap. Stunt, recover. How does Luke Kennard miss this? How? Coaching. This is just coaching. I would win the Grizzlies a championship and sweep the Thunder. Nope. You want to have completely incompetent morons coaching this team. It's a cross screen. Santi Aldama, your man is setting a cross screen. You need to be attached. And if you're switching this cross screen, you need to meet Chet Holmgren at the point of the screen. So you're battling for position with him at the free throw line. Look at Santi Aldama, waiting in the charge circle for Chet Holmgren. So now he's just going to seal you off. Look where he's catching this ball. Catch, turn, 2. Now the Grizzlies are hedging. They do everything wrong. Scottie Pippen Jr. should be going over the top of the screen, and John Morant's got to get all the way out. You can't let Shai Gilgeous-Alexander turn the corner. Aldama will be in backside help on Lou Dort's roll. Scottie Pippen Jr. goes under the screen. John Morant, of course, lets him turn the corner, and that's 3.